If there one things the Big Bang Theory does incredibly well with, it's reminding us that being a genius does not automatically make you good at well everything else. Today we are looking at some of the funniest athletics moments from the show where physics, engineering, and noble level intelligence collide with basketball facing reward. In let's get into the episode starts with Sheldon trying to learn basketball and Leonard gives what might be the worst coaching advice in television history. Look, where you want to throw step toward it and throw it to Sheldon, that's completely useless. He compare it to someone explaining how to fly a plane by saying get in the airplane. No, where you want to go and fly it. That's class. Sheldon he does not want instruction, he wants the equation behind the instruction, and when he finally throws the ball, it's somehow worse than everyone expected. The reaction from the group make the scene even funnier because nobody can believe how difficult a simple basketball shot has become eventual. Then it into a one of the game between Sheldon and Barry Creeper. The first player to score 5 baskets wins the office. Sounds simple. Expect Sheldon immediately asks 5 what? That single question completely destroys the dramatic setup. After several minutes of missed shot, it's obvious neither scientist it ever going to make a basket. Leonard finally changes the rules. Instead of scoring, whoever whoever bounce the basketball the highest wins. Yes, the office is decided by a bouncing contest, and somehow Sheldon wins. It's probably the only basketball competition in history where nobody actually plays basketball. And the next challenge is fencing. Barry starts teaching the basic advanced advanced retreats, proper footwork. Everyone follows along except the Sheldon who's already thinking several steps ahead. He interrupts the lesson with one unforgettable question. When can I stab one of my friends? The instructor politely explained that in facing it's called a touch. Sheldon's response is even better. If I say I want to touch one of my friends, I will get called into human resources. That's exactly why his dialogue works. He takes perfectly normal language and follows it to its most literal and most awkward conclusion. Then comes one of my favorite competition, Howard and Sheldon event, an entirely new sport. Part arm wrestling, part Tetris. They call it trusting, and it is ridiculous. Absolutely. Does it make any sense? Not really, but they become so competitive that the restaurant staff actually has to ask them to stop because they are disturbing everyone else. Howard even tells Sheldon, "You are beating me in territories, but you have got the upper body strength of a keeper elf." That's the kind of insult only the Big Bang Theory could make sound scientific. And next come rock climbing. Sheldon insists he is not afraid of heights. According to him, a fear of height is irrational. A fear of falling. Now that's perfectly logical, and everything sound very confident until he actually starts climbing. Halfway up the wall, the completely freezes. When his friend asks whether he is stuck, he, dis- he describes himself as an inverse tangent function approaching an asymptote. Only Sheldon could explain being terrified using advanced mathematics. Eventually, his emergency plan is simple. "I think I am going to pass out." Honestly, that's one of the most relatable moments in the entire series. And Howard does not have much better luck. And Bernarde gives him a fitness tracker to encourage exercise. Instead, he accidentally recorded an impossible number of miles. When Sheldon asks how he normally measures his running distance, Howard realizes he basically just runs until he gets hungry. That's not a training plan, that's following the desert. Then Sheldon decides to learn proper running technique. He spent more time studying biomechanism than actual running. The moment he finally starts, he immediately falls flat on the ground. Something overthinking it is not the answer. The show keeps proving the same point. Being brilliant does not protest anyone from looking completely ridiculous. Howard throws out his back trying to lift something heavy. Instead of accepting reality, he starts adjusting his own minivan. While they are driving to the emergency room, only Howard could turn back pain into a vehicle sales pitch. Later, the group looks for athletics games. Then can all enjoy. Someone suggests water polo. Immediately, everyone remembers Sheldon does not float because of the unusually high body density. That's such a perfectly Big Bang Theory joke. Only this show could make basic buoyancy sound like a scientific diagnosis. One of the funniest scenes involves Amy encouraging Sheldon to let go his anger. She tells him to imagine all of his negative emotion trapped inside a rock, then throw it away. He throws the rock, it lands on his own foot. Now he is even angrier. So naturally, he kicks the rock with the other foot. Mission accomplished. Negative emotion successfully doubled. And even something as peaceful as yoga becomes comedy. During class, Sheldon casually mentioned that some legendary yogis could supposedly drink water through their genitals. The instructor immediately shuts the conversation down. Sheldon sounds genuinely disappointed because he thinks it would be a great way to drink a milkshake without getting brain freeze. There is absolutely no logical path to that conclusion. Expect instead Sheldon mind. So what make all of these scenes so funny? It's how they fail. Most sitcom characters make physically mistake because they are clumsy. These characters fail because they over realize everything. Basketball becomes theoretical theoretical physics. Rock climbing becomes calculus. Running becomes biomechanism. Yoga becomes an anatomy lecture. Their intelligence constantly gets in the way of doing ordinary things. And that's exactly why these moments are unforgettable. In the end, the Big Bang Theory reminds us of something super single true. You can understand quantum mechanism, you can design robots, you can solve impossible equation and still completely miss a basketball hoop from 5 feet away. Maybe that's why these characters remain so lovable. Their brilliance make them extraordinary. Their awkwardness make them human. If you enjoy revisiting these hilarious moments, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more sitcom videos, and let me know in the comment which athletics disaster from the Big Bang Theory is your favorite, and like and share is fun.